venerable New York Stock Exchange. Saw a few big debuts in 2023, including Kenvue, Birkenstock. I mean, I know you got a closet.
I wish I was wearing them right now.
But overall, IPOs were down for the year. Join us now with her outlook for new offerings in 2024. Lynn Martin, president of the NYSE Group, and that's how we promote your appearance. It's always about IPO pipelines. There's a lot of other interesting things happening in terms of AI, but let's talk about that. It's been, you think it might be thawing, which is a bad word because that means it's been frozen, right?
I don't know that it's been frozen.
But it hasn't been great.
It hasn't been great. You haven't seen the amount of deal flow that you saw in 2021, for example. But, I look at those 2 different years as 2 different tails on the bell curve, if you will. The public markets have always been open. You referenced Kenvue. You referenced Birkenstock. Those are 2 huge deals that actually got done last year and got done at good prices, and their stocks are trading quite well in the secondary markets. It's always been a question of valuation and what value founders would expect to achieve in the public markets. And importantly, what does the volatility look like? So it's not just about day one. What different systemic issues are in the market that can influence the volatility of secondary trading?
So you're confident. Now, we had one of your, what's Adina? She's a friend of me? No, she's a friend. She's a competitor, right? Okay, but you do obviously have similar landscapes that you're doing. So she says there's no doubt that 100 companies have at least intimated that something's going to happen. Is an IPO pipeline in a capitalist system, isn't that almost like taking someone's like blood pressure? I mean, that's a very good indicator of how well things. If the capital markets, you're raising money to expand a business, usually a new business, that's essential and a good thing.
Yeah, it's a great thing, and I'm incredibly optimistic about 2024 and the pipeline of companies that we're working with. We actually had an IPO last week to open the market. Smith Douglas Homes, who had an incredibly successful IPO, particularly given the industry that they operate in, priced at the high end of the range. Stock opened up 15% on IPO day and has continued to trade at that level. Gives us a lot of reason for optimism. And we're working with quite a few companies who are on the road at the moment to debut them in the next couple of weeks. So I think you're going to start to see some companies come out in the next couple of weeks, not just in the next couple of months.
Can you weigh in on this whole Shein situation?
I can't really talk about any one specific company. The way we think about companies coming to market at the New York Stock Exchange is we're the stewards of the capital markets in the U.S. We have a very different responsibility at NYSE, and a lot of times we think about ourselves as the stewards of the global capital markets. With that comes an added responsibility. What that means is our rules are the gold standards of rules for companies that list.
You mean the U.S. markets, or are you talking about
the U.S. markets?
Right.
Yeah. When you actually IPO on the New York Stock Exchange, you've achieved something extraordinary. You haven't just gotten past the SEC bar, you've achieved our own regulatory.
Do you think that's why the multiples are higher? I mean, if you look at the multiples on New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ companies, this is sort of a U.S. thing.
Yeah.
Relative to if you were to go public in London.
Yeah.
It's just a different game.
Yeah, and we see that with some of the transfers that have happened out of some of the European markets. In fact, we're looking forward to welcoming Flutter Entertainment, which is the parent company of FanDuel, who's transferring their listing out of the European markets to the NYSE on January 29th because of that valuation difference.
When you actually understand AI, I think, as a coder and scientist, that's a good thing, right? I mean, do you think it makes you more positive about it, or do you temper the hype and the expectations that we see for it?
Yeah, the way we think about AI, we have a tremendous amount of experience in AI. The role I had just prior to hopping into this role was leading our parent company's fixed income and data services business, where we've had large language models in production for more than 10 years, adding transparency to our energy markets. We've seen the incredibly positive effects that, when used properly, things like large language models can add from a transparency standpoint. But the way I think about AI is it's just a continuation of a trend that has been in existence for more than a decade, which is a data-driven trend. Think about all the reporting you've done on data being the new gold, cloud computing, now AI. The most fundamentally important input to an AI model is good data and good trusted data. So we're laser focused on that. And how do we responsibly roll out artificial intelligence or large language models in the markets to add transparency to those markets? The continuation of a trend we've been really embarking on for more than a decade.